Hey everybody, today we just got a container, a lot of stuff going on today, and today's opening is going to be a little bit different than normal. It's not a bunch of stuff coming in off Yahoo Japan, it's all this stuff here that came in on the container. And this batch just has a bunch of interesting stuff, so I thought I would do an opening on this. I don't know if I might go on. I've only got a couple things coming on Yahoo Japan. I might finish the video out with that. I might just do it on this, depending on how long it takes. So anyway, I just wanted to show some of this stuff because it's actually a pretty cool batch of stuff. So the first thing up might actually, well, a lot of these things might be some of the most exciting things, depending on who you are. But the first ones, and Chris might want to see these.
Chris!
If you can get over here. The warehouse is a little bit packed, but these are the SEGA Toylets that we got. And so as far as we know, 3 of the 4 don't work and 1 does. And these are used, which is gross. But, and it's a shame because when I had asked my distributors about these, they had just thrown away a bunch of brand new ones. But they have these left. So I'm still hoping to get more down the line because this is just really neat. It's a novelty. They were super cheap, and I absolutely want to put one of these in the arcade. Let's get it open here. Does not smell like pee, thankfully. But here they are. So the SEGA Toylet is the toilet game that SEGA has in a lot of their arcades. Here's the manual. See if there's anything interesting inside. I'm sure there is, but like here, I guess we've got some installation guides or whatnot that you would have. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing as a bathroom for my arcade yet. At first, I'd been thinking I would mock something up and maybe it'd have an air compressor or some sort of water gun, and you could go and you could play it and try it and stuff like that. But since then, we've been thinking about actually building a proper bathroom in there because I'm gonna have so many people over. I only have 1 bathroom in the house. So anyway, just interesting there. We've got the games and oh god. I'm sure we're gonna find a lot of cute signage like this that we're gonna want to print up. You know, and just do some stuff. But yeah, no, it was neat. You know, I just never really thought to ask about these before. But you know, sure enough, they're really easy to get, and you know, most of them get thrown out. So I'm just gonna pull one of these out. Let's see, we've got some. I don't know if these are security dongles. These are toilets. These are maybe they're dongles because like normally the SEGA dongles come in like the bigger. Yeah, they've got that. We've got a key here, SG0001. We've got power cables, and let's pull out one of these toilets. So I mean, it's just this part. I don't know if maybe I don't see the rest of the parts in here. Maybe like the part you pee on may not be in here or whatever. We'll see over time. If we can get a new, if they get new ones later, they're gonna set them aside for us. And you can see like this plastic is super yellowed just from sitting for so long. But there you got on the back.
No, just see it in the bathroom all the time.
SEGA. Oh, I mean, it's not that. You can see from there, like there's just the difference in discoloration. There's probably like a sticker on that, but you got her there. And I'm gonna take this key. Let's open it up and take a look inside because I guess this is doubling up as a cab opening and a stuff opening thing. So there, I guess that's another dongle there.
That's the network cable.
But I guess getting any farther into it might be a little bit much. At some point, once we get these working, I'm definitely, you know, I'll have a video up on the SEGA Toilet in particular. Let's get this put together, and we'll move on to our next box of random goodies. So, ow! Soft. Next up, I'm gonna skip the fun stuff and go to something boring. We'll start out the next one. Here we go. This is just a box of ashtrays. These were getting thrown out, and they said, "Hey, do you want any ashtrays?" I said, "Sure, why not?" These aren't SEGA ashtrays or arcade ashtrays or anything fancy like that. These are just leftover, probably from some, like a pachinko parlor, just some Nothing really special on any of them or anything like that. So And I was like, sure, whatever. You know, it doesn't cost me anything to put on a container. They were getting thrown out. They're new. Kind of not really any point in having these. It's just kind of junk. But who knows? Maybe I'll use them for something in the arcade.
Something on the
so
table.
This is just a whole box, just boxes full of them.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Maybe they'll just get junked, or maybe they'll, you know, whatever.
For goods.
But at least, you know, something. If it doesn't cost me anything to get this stuff,
Yeah.
grab it and, you know, see what happens.
Why not?
So there's that. Let's go into something exciting again. And we've got right here. This is the cash register for the arcade. And we got this new. They opened it to check it before sending it over. And I don't know. I might even hook this up, or I might wait and do like a separate video just on all of our arcade fixtures and stuff like that at some point. And let's see here. So we've got the manual. We've got the register here. We just had our service technician come in. So after we take a look at this real quick, we're gonna take a quick break before doing the rest. Yeah. So here's the register, and I'll probably I'll do a separate video on all of this stuff. But this is like the ones. Yeah, this is kind of the ones you would see in like a little shop in Japan. You've got here the display on this side and whatnot. So this was a couple $100. They're really cute. I'm thinking, look forward to working on this thing. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to take a quick break and get the service technician on his thing, and we'll open up the rest of these boxes. Okay, sorry about that. We had again, I mentioned today everything's going on. We had the contractor in installing internet earlier, and I didn't want to bother him too much. So anyway, there's 3 boxes of stuff here left for now. We'll get these open. I'm gonna have probably couple other parts of this video when we get to digging. I'll find more boxes of stuff, I'm sure. But here's number 4. It's a little bit back into a little boring. I'm not sure what these posters are. I'm not going to open these right now. This box is something that my friend picked up and then wanted to get shipped together with my stuff. So I think actually it should be 3 boxes with PCBs and a box of parts, but I don't remember what the parts are. So get in here. Where did I put those scissors? Here we go. And these were just picked up off Yahoo Japan. I believe we got these because they were ring edges that came with key chips, and it's a little harder to come by those, and didn't have to be shipped through them, but it was, so. I won't open all of this. I'm assuming that it's actually just the ring edges, and yeah, it's a ring edge, and this one doesn't have a key chip in it. Might be tucked in there somewhere. Alright, let's see what else is in here. I don't know, maybe there is more than just this. No, that's just 3 boxes, so yeah, it's probably just the PCBs. I'm not going to go too much into this right now. I think by parts they might have meant that poster tube. Yeah, this was packed in with the rest of the stuff, so I didn't want to just leave it. So, yeah, so here's the thing that I keep telling my good friend here is stupid. And I was wondering what this was for the first hour when we unloaded the container. So this is something that is 100% unnecessary in a desert. But I bought it anyway because it wouldn't be a Japanese arcade without it. So this is going straight home because it'll go to the arcade. It's a dust box. So this is a trash can for like that you would use in like a commercial. This is a dumb way to get this out. So you have like in a commercial setting.
Just lift it up. It'll come out the bottom.
Yeah, probably could. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it is actually. Okay. You'd find this in like a store, right in the entrance, and this one is specifically for throwing away. It doesn't look like it. And I got this originally for like if you get I have an umbrella rack and you have like little umbrella condoms that you put on it to keep it from getting wet. You throw it in here. I guess this is just a regular trash can though. I think the ones that I saw had a thing up here that you would stick your umbrella in and it would pull it off, but I guess it's just a trash can. Either way, there's our first imported trash can for the arcade. This one I'll put by the entrance. I'll have the umbrella thing there, and I'll have I might get something for like the umbrella condoms as well, but yeah, it's a stupid thing. We'll bring it home today. I'll throw it in the back of the car and we'll put it in the arcade. But yeah, and then we've got one last box here, which they had an extra nostalgia art set, but I was like, oh, that's cool. But it came in this big ass box, and this is the box that the nostalgia upgrade kit came in. I think the art for that. So I'm kind of curious because it doesn't feel, it's not super light. I feel like this might be just like the full art set for nostalgia to convert a beat stream, and it just never got used. And normally I would be like, oh, I don't want to open this, I want to keep it sealed, but it looks like it's been opened and resealed once before. So I definitely, that if that's what it is, I want to open this up and share this. Just kind of cool, because this is something that's definitely just been sitting around for years and not something that you would find, not something you would go out of your way to buy, anything like that, but it's a neat thing. So here we go, and yeah, it looks like, oh, it just looks, is that more than one art set? Did they just use the box and put extra, a couple, yeah, there's a couple art sets in here, brand new. So, yeah, it's just, they just put a couple extra ones in here, and here's actually here's the instructions for it. But, and that's interesting, because I don't think, yeah, very cool. So I guess, yeah, just a couple of extra art sets, which is neat. I'll tuck this away. At some point I'll decide what to do with these. I have other extra nostalgia art sets as well. But yeah, tuck this up here. And I think that's it for these boxes. Somewhere floating around is a box, here, that's right, there's two more boxes up here. This was it. So this is, this should be SEGA cards. There's supposed to be EMU's cards somewhere as well. I think they're in this box as well, just not labeled. So I need to check, but I have reduced the quantity of these that I order, just so that we're not stressing them out by ordering too much, and because I don't really want to deal with it too much. Okay, yeah, this is actually all SEGA. There's 300 SEGA cards in here, which means somewhere in one of these AKB48s is another box with IMA and EMU's cards, and we need to find it. So I don't know where it is. I kind of looked through the coin bucket and stuff already, but it didn't turn up. This is just some extra real generator paper. I've been getting whatever I can just to stockpile for the future, and I want this to be able to be something that you can get down the line and still be able to enjoy in the future. So it's just paper, blank paper. I don't know if this is the Konami generic or if it's the actual one that has the actual Sound Voltex label on the back. We can find out. A lot of the recent ones have been the generic, and I think they did that because there's a couple other things like Otaka Doll and Otaka Doll and Orca Battle that have, yeah, so this is a generic Konami backer. So it's easier for them to just use the same paper stock for all of it. And I don't think I have any of the paper stock that has the Sound Voltex backer on it. It's all this stuff now. So I think that's it for everything that came off of this container. I've got one or two things at home, and I'll just open those up real quick to wrap up this video. So we'll see you there, and who knows, maybe between then and now I'll have a little extra something that I found as well. Okay, so no, I was right. It's just tape was covering the button for this part, and underneath it is the rain one. And that's where you're supposed to, I don't know if, oh yeah, there's two hanging hooks under here, and that's where you would hang the material for like the umbrella thing. So yeah, I was right. It's there. Anyway, just that. Oh yeah, and okay. So there you go. Anyway, we'll wrap up this video in just a sec. Okay, everybody, we're back, and yeah, I decided the next box opening that I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it as a separate video because we're almost done with this stuff, and then just wrap it up. So anyway, this was the last two things that came in on the last two containers. This, I don't know what it is, so we're wondering. It's big and heavy. It looks like a plates for something, but we don't know what. And I checked my list, and there doesn't seem to be anything on the list that I ordered that would be that, so I don't know. And this is Aime and EMU's cards, and then that's a tapestry there for a now dead game that is pretty cool, so just finish it off with that. Okay, so this, again, nothing special, but I didn't want to leave this video unfinished, so there we go. And I've got here 200 each of EMUs, or 200 EMUs, 100 Aime. And I think from now on, I need to check my list. I think I'm getting 100 each of every container. So I had 300 Nessica earlier, 200 EMUs, 100 Aime. And then that's it. After this, I'm not ordering anymore. I'm only ordering like just a little bit. So I'm not planning on stocking a bunch of people on that are resellers or anything. Just trying to help out arcades that need it and sell directly to individuals. That's what I intended to do from the beginning. And since it's getting to be a little bit more of a hassle to order cards in large volume, I have to do that. Like, I can't. I'm trying to do this as a courtesy for the community, not so that other people can go and have an easier way to get cards and mass sell them, So anyway, in that, it's like if I buy basically 100 of each a month, I'm still not going to have enough. But at least I'll keep the arcades that need them supplied without because that's part of the problem, is if the arcades aren't supplied, then people have to go and buy from wherever they can online. And wherever they can online is people buying cards from me anyway and then reselling them. And that goes against everything that I intend to do for this. Like, I don't mind that they get them from me, but I don't want to short people that should be able to get them easier. So I got this. These are cheap and easy. Nobody wants them anymore because the game's defunct. So I'm going to get, I think there's a couple other ones, but I'm just going to hang this up by the Starwing Paradox cab in the Game Center. A little extra flair. I've got other banners, like I've shown the Nessica Cross Live one before. And I just picked up one of the Love Live ones, so we'll get that in on the next box opening. But yeah, so let's finally get into whatever this thing is. I've been putting it off, and everybody's been antsy to see what it was. It was packed on a tuna thin, but it kind of obviously doesn't go to tuna thin. Or it might, and it's weird, but like it doesn't look like it's a part that's for a tuna thin, and I've never seen one on it before. So let me actually just get the saran wrap or the wrap off, and then it's just bubble wrap underneath. I wonder if it was just something that I asked for from them, or that they offered me, and I just never put it on my list, and they just happened to pack it in that tuna thin. That's why I always need to check every cab before I ship them out, because you never know. I don't want to send something that wasn't intended for a buyer out. So let's see here. So there's actually, it looks like there is something taped onto it, and oh no, this is a piece for tuna thin. But I don't think this is a piece for any of the Tunithims that we have, because none of them were missing this, were they?
That goes, what, to the top?
Yeah, so this is here. If you look at Tunithim here, this is these pieces right up here. But none of ours were missing them.
I don't remember seeing one, no.
Yeah, I don't think any of them were missing them. So that's those, so...
Got an extra set?
Interesting, yeah, extra set. We're going to be getting a ton of Tunithim parts in the next 4 months or so. They've agreed they're going to be parting out a bunch of stuff, and we're going to get first dibs on the parts. So we'll have a lot of parts later down the line. But yeah, this is going to get thrown into a pile in the kitchen probably for a while until the loft is done. So, well, there's the mystery is solved. It's that piece. I didn't even think about it like I should have. It makes sense. So, anyway, that's it for this container edition of box opening. I'll be back next month or so with the next box. I think I'm almost done ordering stuff off Yaj, so I'm probably gonna get that shipped soon. So, until then, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.